the backpacks or bags that I'll be... Why do I do this to myself? Love this time of year when the summer is shifting into autumn and you start to get that like slight coolness and crispness in the air. And you can wear your cozy shawls and sweaters and scarves. Ugh, I love it. But soon enough the cold will be here, so I don't want it to go too fast. This is the best breakfast I know of. If you don't like to constantly stop and eat throughout the day, this will keep me going for like 6 hours of editing or something. So since I've been doing the coastal journey, that means I'm usually hiking 1 to 2 days a week at least. I haven't been editing as many art videos because I've also been keeping up with my Patreon content. So that means I have like 2 months worth of vloggy type footage to share with you guys today. I'm gonna try to make it into some kind of cohesive video, but who knows how it's gonna go. But at the end of this video, I'm gonna show you what I'm packing for my trip to America, which we leave in 5 days. And I still don't know what supplies I want to bring. So I'll show you what I'm planning on bringing. It might change at the last second. And when we come back in 3 weeks, I will maybe do like a recap video of what happened while we were there. And I plan on sketching a lot. I'll record as much of that as I can, but I'm also going to try to be very present and soak up the companionship of my friends and family while I'm there, because that's the whole point of going. So I guess with the magic of editing, here is the last 2 months of my life. Enjoy. Welcome. Have a look around. We're here from 10 to 5 today, and then 1 day next month as well. So if you can't make it today, there'll be one more chance, but hopefully we'll see you today.
Gone a rambling with another, and she cares no more for me. So bury me under the weeping willow, under the weeping willow tree, so she may know where I'm sleeping.
So although we did have a ton of fun at this craft fair event, it wasn't super lucrative for me. So I just looked at it more as a learning experience and a chance to connect with other people. I did get the name of a gallery owner as well as someone who might hire me for a long-term watercolor project. So, it's not always about the sales. There's potential in so many different ways at these types of events. And to be honest, it was just really nice to get out of the studio and connect with other people for a while. In other news, I am so incredibly excited to share this with you. I am making some custom brushes. I'm working with a company called Craftalmo to design my own set of gouache brushes. I'm able to choose everything down to the length and width of the hairs, the hair type. So I'm actually designing them to be my personal favorite gouache brushes, because why not? And when I say that, I mean I'm making choices based on how I like to paint with gouache. So I prefer very soft hairs, long, flexible hairs, and hairs that hold quite a bit of paint and water so that I can get big brush strokes when I want to. I'm also designing the shapes of them to conform to how I personally like to lay down the paint. The set is going to have a few different sizes of flat brushes, a rigger brush for little details, as well as a couple round pointy brushes for details or even watercolor. So I hope that I'll be able to give you more info soon, maybe in October or November. So keep an eye out if you're interested in that. This is the first test painting I did with the brushes, and oh my gosh, I'm already so excited about them. It's been quite an intense summer with so many different events and hanging out with friends and family, trying to really soak up all the amazing energy and beauty of the summer. I'm doing my best to internalize the feeling so I can carry it with me through the really long, dark, cold, wet winter we have in Scotland. Look how big my sweet peas are. They smell so good. The brambles are nearly ready. Some of them are. We've already harvested a few. One of the biggest changes I've made to my business this summer is to focus heavily on my Patreon. And by that I mean I've been increasing the amount of effort I put into literally everything I do on Patreon. I've been spending much more time on my newsletters and podcasts, as well as the tutorials. And I don't know if I've mentioned this on YouTube or not, but I made a pretty huge change this year on my Patreon page. And that change consisted of switching from small hand-painted watercolors to doing prints. And the reason I did that is because one of my huge business goals is to be time rich. I don't care about money. As long as I have enough to survive, I'm happy. But I do care about having time. Time to spend on personal projects, time to devote to family and friends, and just having a better balance in life. And so one way I was able to do that is to reduce the amount of time I spend on what I send out each month physically to my patrons. Before 2022, I was spending upwards of 20 hours a week just painting hand-painted postcards. And I did that for years. And in 2022, I made this switch. I started sending out prints. So every other month, I send out a special exclusive print to whoever is in the print tier. And lately, that has consisted of the little coastal sketches I've been doing on my coastal journey. And it's honestly been so much fun. I love making these little prints, and I love that they have a little bit more meaning behind them because they're from my coastal journey. So to all of the people who have been supporting me over the years on Patreon, thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I've also noticed quite a few new people joining over the last few months, and I really, really hope you enjoy all the content I put there. I don't do sponsorships on my YouTube channel because I prefer to be in full control of all of my content, but in the back of my mind, I've always kind of thought that my Patreons are my sponsors. So thank you all so much for sponsoring my journey. Scare me? I am currently trying to pack for my trip. I leave in 6 days. We're going to be gone for 3 weeks in America and going between New York and Washington, and just I hate flying so much, but I like packing. So I've been doing that a lot to relax myself. But now that it's getting close, I keep going back and forth about things I want to bring. And it's just, can you tell I'm a little scatterbrained? Are you helping mommy? One thing that really helps me while packing is to put everything out. Lay all the things out that I want to take and the backpacks or bags that I'll be bringing so I can kind of visualize what's happening. We are only taking carry-on bags just for convenience sake, and at first I had all my art supplies and gear in my carry-on and I was like, oh, I'll just put some clothes in a backpack, it'll be fine. But I had to have a little talk with myself and be like, no, I guess clothes are important. So now I'm trying to go with a minimalist mindset. And By the way, this is not a giant joint. This is a fountain pen. It's wrapped in 2 plastic bags and a paper towel, just in case it explodes on the airplane, because that happened to me last time I traveled. If anyone has any advice about traveling with fountain pens, please let me know. For all of the supply nerds out there, I will now show you a close-up of the art supplies that I'm bringing with me. This is going to be my quick sketch kit. So toned paper for me is the most fun to draw on, and I love using blue ink, blue lead, blue markers. I don't know, I really like the look of it on the toned paper, so all of these are blue themed. This is a new pen for me. It's the Platinum Preppy pen with a fine nib on it, and so far it's been really fun to draw with. We'll see how it goes. Traveling with a fountain pen can be a little tricky. Love this little pouch because all of these little tools fit neatly inside, and then I can just attach it to the outside of my sketchbook, toss it in my bag, and go. And then we have the main painting / sketch kit. So as I said, this is the Etcher Signature Series. Super amazing paper in there. I love it for painting as well as sketching. I have a little ruler, a tiny little micro eraser pen, 4 markers, which are the Tombow water-based dual tip brush markers. Lots of fun. A little pen with a super fine point, a thicker pen, both of those are waterproof. This is the pen I was filling earlier in the video. It's the Sailor Fude fountain pen, so it has that bent tip on it. It's so much fun to sketch with. These are the 2 travel brushes. I love these. I have a flat brush and a pointy brush. I also have 2 detail brushes. These are kind of cheaper that I got on sale, so I don't mind if I accidentally lose them or break them. And a pencil. And this pencil is kind of fun. It's the Popline pencil, and it comes with its own sharpener, and I also added an eraser. And of course, the Portable Painter Micro. I've added my little custom pans in there, so I have more colors than I could possibly need. These are the colors I've added. I'm gonna be experimenting with this palette, obviously. Usually when I travel, I prefer the smallest kit possible. So between these 2 little sketch kits, I am pretty much covered for anything I might want to do while I'm out there. And now it's time for the camera nerds. This is my old Canon 85mm f1.8 with a Fringer adapter, so I can use it with my Fuji camera. I put it inside this hard shell case. And then this is one of my all-time favorite lenses now. This is the Fuji 23mm f2. It's just so cute and tiny, and it takes beautiful photos. And I'm filming this video with the other lens I'm bringing, which is the Samyang 12mm f2, which is another really amazing lens. Then we have a little portable charger with a few different cords. And then I have my Rode microphone, which is just a portable microphone and a giant windscreen on it. And it's excellent for filming outdoors. This is like a 5 or 6 year old Panasonic camcorder. Everything is like held on with tape by now, but it can zoom so far that it's definitely worth it. And it weighs hardly anything. I taped on a little windscreen to make it a little bit better outside as well. Noise canceling headphones for the plane and for sleeping because I'm a really light sleeper. And my iPad. And this is going to be my purse or like bag, whatever, my daily carry-all. It's technically a bum bag, but I usually wear it across my chest like a cross shoulder bag. The best thing about it is I can fit this sketchbook in it as well as like my little sketch kit. So when I'm out and about, I can just throw my camera on my shoulder, throw this on my other shoulder, and it's so easy and convenient. Wolfie's gonna have his own carry-on suitcase full of clothing, and he's gonna take this backpack so I can still put supplies in here if I need to. Luckily, he doesn't care at all. Like, he's like, just if you want to pack for me, that's cool. Just as long as I have shirts and socks and all that, like, cool. So I get to do whatever I want. I'm a very, very, very nervous flyer. Thankfully, Wolfie will be with me, but I hyperventilate sometimes with fear. So while in the days leading up to a long flight, I need to practice my breathing techniques and getting into a very calm mindset. One thing I learned is that if I play a song on my headphones and practice my breathing techniques, like for days or weeks before I fly, when I'm on the plane, I play that song and it instantly helps me get into that mindset. It's not like a guarantee, but it really, really, really helps. It's like you just associate that song with calmness and it's going to be okay. And you just keep saying in your head, it's going to be okay. Everything's fine. That kind of stuff. Thanks for hanging out with me in this vlog, and I will see you all in a few short weeks. Take care, everyone. Bye. No. You guys, I'm second guessing myself. I think I want to bring my normal size portable painter because it's just so much more convenient to paint with. They're both convenient, but this one is better. And I'll be there for 3 weeks. That's a lot of painting I could do. But I can't fit everything in here. It won't close. So I was like, okay, maybe I could take out the markers. There's the pen, and then it just barely closes. I think I might do that. I don't know. Why do I do this to myself?